And we're live. Let me give you a few moments to come into the room. If you are here or if you're watching this as a recording, grab a notepad and a pen. I want to go through some key actions to be taking. I'll give you guys just a moment to come in while I try to get this piece of sweater fuzz out of my eye. Oh, nope. There we go. All right, welcome in, you guys. I'm excited to hang out with you for about 15 minutes. I know we've had a lot kind of coming at you over the last week or two as we've announced where we're going in 2021 as a team. We have so much goodness that we are collaborating to bring you and to bring your team, your community, your customers this year, and we want to make sure that you have a clear impression of all that's available to you. So I thought it would be helpful. I know I've done the Zoom with you last week. So many of you watched the recording. It was a video walkthrough of our 2021 design, the whole package, giving you that full year out look so that as business owners, you can decide to make the most of this or do nothing with it at all and keep doing what you're doing. It's obviously totally up to you. But we want you to know that if you are interested in taking your business to the next level this year, we have something you'll want to plug into to build simply this year. Not only for yourself, but to be able to say to a brand new wellness advocate on your team, I've got you. We've got the plan. Let's go. This is simple. All you need to do is share your love of the oils. So go back and watch that recording because it's a very in-depth walkthrough of this collaboration and what we're bringing you this year and what so many of you have already said yes and partnered with us to bring. What I want to do today, though, is more of an action list. I want to give you 5 or 6 things you want to do and be thinking about this week in order to make the most of what we have coming. So if you have a notepad, grab it out. I'm going to just go through these things. There are a few things you're going to want to write down because for those of you, especially those of you that are new to our business, I'm going to teach you how to find the information within your back office that you're looking for to make the most of the programs that we have coming. So step number 1, you're excited about 2021's plan, right? You see all we have available. So we'll call this Yay 2021, now what? So what I want to go through is number 1, setting up your back office by printing a few things. You'll notice there's some new things in our collaboration folder. I'm going to show you an image of them. I'm just going right into the folder, okay? And again, all these links, if you go back to the video I did last week, you'll find the links to the folder and the spreadsheet and all the things. So the first thing you're going to want to print is your simple weekly success schedule. This would be something nice and easy to print and keep in your office. As you see, there's not too much involved in growing your business this year. All you need to do is get into a nice cycle of sharing your oils and inviting to what we have offered and following up. Inviting and following up. Inviting and following up. Those are the 2 things you'll really want to focus on this year. This simple success schedule has been created for you to emphasize that simple cycle you want to be in. The next thing you might want to print to keep in your home office is our new customer journey flowchart. Okay? Here you see we walk through what a customer can expect with us right from enrolling as either a customer or a wellness advocate and all the things that we have available to them. And what this really emphasizes is that there is a time and place for everything. So it gives you a sense of peace and you can relax a bit knowing that there is that time carved out throughout the year where certain things will be lit up and focused on and then not so much the rest of the year. And that's very intentional. If you're doing all of the things all of the time, that is typically going to lead you to feel burnt out. Whereas if you have a time and a place where you're lighting things up and focusing on them, and even better, focusing on them together, where we create this storm of energy around something, now we're going somewhere. So print this new flowchart because this will help paint the picture for you. You can keep it in your office and it's a nice reminder. The next thing I want to draw your attention to, there's 2 new documents in the folder. The first is a weekly success checklist. So it looks like this. And what it walks through with you are the few things you want to be thinking about on a Sunday before a new week starts, or Saturday, whatever works for you. And it's really basic. It's directing you to check the attendance tab of our spreadsheet to see who you've invited that's going to be coming to an upcoming class. There's prompts in here to send text messages at the right time, who to follow up with, because again, inviting and following up are your key skills this year. Monday, there's 2 things you want to think about on Mondays, because we're going to have our weekly class every Monday night. That's where you want to look at that attendance sheet. And if you have somebody that's going to be attending a weekly oils class, we're encouraging you to send them a text message. This is very strategic. If you miss this part, you'll likely miss an enrollment. So if you've invited somebody to our weekly oils class, text them the morning of the class, Monday morning. Say, and by the way, in this document, we give you blurbs exactly what to say if this is not something that's in your comfort zone yet. But you shoot them a quick text, say, hey, I'm so excited for you to join the class tonight. I'm here if you have any questions before or after class. I'll check in with you after to see what you thought. Because we're going to close these classes by directing them to text you to purchase their kit. So if they don't have that text from you on Monday morning, then they won't know who to text. You're going to have their number because it's in our spreadsheet, okay? That spreadsheet, by the way, that's in my next point. It's something you're going to want to bookmark because you'll be looking at it all the time. And then Tuesday would be your follow-up day. So there's really just a list for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and your week could stop there if you want it to. If you want to keep growing your business, go for it. But these will be the basic things you'll want to be doing each week. Now, the second page of that weekly success checklist is sample verbiage. Okay? So here we give you a paragraph of what to say when you're inviting someone to an oils class, what to say after you've sampled someone, what to say to follow up after class, how to invite to our business opportunity session. Guys, we're running this tomorrow night for you. So have you invited your key people to that? I'll go through that in a moment. So anything you might be sending out through text to invite or follow up, we've given you sample blurbs here that you can take a look at and feel free to use. And then at the very bottom, we just give you a list of resources. So you could print this or you could bookmark it. If you bookmark it, you've got the clickable links, but you could just print this out. You'll find this in our Google folder right in the main page of the folder. It's called the Weekly Success Checklist. The last thing you're going to want to print, specifically for those of you that are going to be partnering with us to teach classes, we've created a teaching tips document that you must read before you teach your first class. This is so that you are set up for success as a teacher with us this year. You'll want to print this. You can keep it right in your office, so it's something you're looking at the day before you're going to be teaching a class. Just a nice checklist, reminds you of things to keep in mind for lighting, audio, Wi-Fi, power source, things like that. And then what your specific roles are as the teacher and what the co-teacher will be doing to support you in that class. So this is important. And guys, this is a huge move forward for us as a team, because we need to recognize that for at least the short time being, we're staying in the virtual space, right? And if you have not moved out of that zone of building your business in what typically might have been one-on-one or in-home classes, if you haven't made that next step to take it online, this is your year. And we're showing you exactly how to do it, okay? I've been personally teaching in the online space for 11 years. So what we're giving you is a very workable system for growing your business online. On the second page of this teaching tips document is where the co-teachers are going to want to go and look. Co-teachers will typically be a platinum rank or higher. They're there to run the Zoom room for you. They're there to manage the chat box. They're there to do any dual streaming of the class. They're there to just make sure everything works so that you can just show up and shine and teach your deck. Now, I will let you know, we're very excited that we have filled all the teaching spots for every single week of 2021 for the oils classes. We are still needing, I believe, 5 or 6 co-teachers. There's just 5 or 6 classes out of the 50 that we need co-teachers for. So if you are listening to this right now and you are a platinum leader or above, you've hit platinum at any point in your journey, please partner with us to fill these classes, because as soon as we do, we want to add in some more. We've heard from some of you saying that you'd like to see a 2 p.m. Eastern Monday class, because that works better for those on Pacific time zones. We've heard from a few of you that want to show up and offer an oils class led in Spanish. Okay, so we're gonna add in some slots as soon as we have filled the co-teaching spots for all 50 weeks of next year. I am so stoked, and I'm really excited that you guys are partnering with us to do this, and that you're really seeing the vision of what this is gonna be. And then again, on the teaching tips one, we've given you some resources at the bottom. So those are a few things you'll want to print and put in your office. Now there's 3 things. Write these 3 things down. These are the things you're going to want to make sure you've bookmarked on your computer for real simple access. Number 1 is our community calendar. So again, you will find the links that I'm saying right now, you'll find are repeated in all across the Google folder, okay? So if you go into our folder, for example, and you click on the document that says links, you're gonna find them all there. So open up our community calendar and save it to your desktop, because that will be a link you're probably gonna be sending out to your customers, warm market, people enrolled or not enrolled, all the time this year, because it's the same link, it just stays updated as we add classes. Second thing you're gonna wanna bookmark is our spreadsheet. This is where you're going to go to put your name down to teach throughout the year. Like I said, we have already filled all of our weekly oils classes for next year. I think we're still looking for 1 more teacher in the business opportunity sessions. That's awesome, you guys. And then we've got Launch Your Biz program and some mentorship programs that you don't need to worry about. We're gonna take care of that for you. But the other reason you want that spreadsheet pinned is you'll want to be looking at that attendance tab. You'll notice at the bottom, every offering has an attendance tab that auto pulls the information once a customer has filled in the form on a landing page. So if you send someone to the weekly oils class landing page, they fill in the form to register for class, their data automatically imports to this attendance spreadsheet. You can't change the information in there, it's auto pulled, so you can see transparently anyone that is showing up to a class in a typical week. This is super cool, you guys, because if you are on Instagram and you share oils and you invite someone to class, you send them the landing page and they register, you can see if they did. And that's how you know that you need to reach out to them on Monday morning to say you're excited for them to attend class, and so on and so forth. The third link you'll want to save is our Google folder, which has everything I'm talking about in it, okay? And like I just shared those checklists, the teaching checklist and the weekly success schedule checklist, you might want to bookmark those as well. It just depends on whether you want to print them or have them in digital form. My third tip to you is grab your phone, and I want you to download a few tools that are going to help you in this process. Number 1, anything Google has an app form for it. So for example, the spreadsheet that we have all the attendance in and everything, if you download Google Sheets, you'll be able to very quickly access the spreadsheet from your phone. Because when you look at something in Google, if you have that app downloaded to your phone, it will always show it as the most recent thing you've looked at. So if you're on the go and you're building your business from your phone, like most of us, you can just look at the spreadsheet, see who's coming, and shoot them a quick text. Their number will be right there. The other app you'll want is Google Drive, because then you can keep our folder right there on your phone. If you download Google Docs, You can have the teaching checklist. So you get the idea. If you have the apps in your phone, they will pull up the document. You'll be able to view it nicer than if you're looking from your phone at a document through a browser. The other thing I want you to do on your phone is, if you aren't already using the Notes app, I'd recommend you just open it up. If you have an iPhone, it comes with automatically downloaded. Whatever virtual notebook you like to use that. But we suggest you make a note on your phone, call it whatever you want, 2021, beautiful growth, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you're manifesting your next rank. And in that note, you're going to want to, first of all, copy and paste all of the starter kits with your link generated link. Okay? If you don't know how to do that, ask your upline or search in our Facebook group. We've posted videos on how to create your unique link to the starter kits. Why does this matter? When your contact attends our weekly class and you text them after class to say, hey, what'd you think? Or, hey, can I help you decide on what kit you want to purchase? You want to be able to send them the link right away through text or through Instagram, whatever your preferred way of working with somebody is, okay? But you want those saved on your phone. I also suggest in that note on your phone that you save the links you know you're going to be sending quite often to people. So think of the landing pages. So the weekly oils class, for example, wholefit.com/oils class. Save that link because you'll probably be inviting, all the time. One of the things we're going to be teaching in our Launch Your Biz program, you're going to have a 30-day challenge where you're sharing an oil tip or recipe on social media every day for 30 days. And all we're saying you have to do is you share that tip and you invite to the next class. So all you're doing is you're linking people to that landing page. Super easy, right? So save any links you think you might be sending to the Note app of your phone. Okay, tip number 4, we have our business opportunity session tomorrow night, December 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, we're recording, but they'll only get the recording if they're registered. So even if they can't attend live, in the form, it asks them if they're gonna be on live. So send your contacts to that landing page, wholefit.com/bizop. I just met with my front line earlier today. We went over what we all want to share. We're really just sharing from our hearts. We're sharing what this business has meant to us and what we've experienced it doing, not only in our life, but in the lives of so many on our team. We're going to take people through why doTERRA, why now, product, people, and pay. And then we're going to close by letting them know we have this fantastic Launch Your Biz program starting in January and how to get started with us. So there's a couple types of people you want to be thinking of for these programs. For the business opportunity session, you're thinking of all of your customers. I mean, invite them all. Maybe you're sending out an email to all of them to invite, but you're specifically looking for those customers that order over 50 PV a month on LRP. I'll explain why that matters in just a moment. Your current wellness advocates, maybe even yourself, you might want to join this just to be reinvigorated around all that we have available. Now, I posted a video this morning in this group that you guys can access through our folder. If you go into the customer subfolder and then business opportunity, in there you'll see a video you can save and post to social media, which just basically tells them the date and time and the link to register. Now, most important from this process is our Launch Your Business program. The reason we're timing this business opportunity tomorrow night is because that's a little less than 2 weeks before we start this program. This is available to all of you. It's free to you. This is for all of your newly upgraded wellness advocates or current wellness advocates, and obviously people who haven't even enrolled yet that want to partner with you to build this business very simply this year. So you're thinking of a couple types of people, and here's where you're going to want to make some notes. The first is you're thinking of current customers you have, especially those that are ordering over 50 PV on their LRP. These are personally enrolled customers. The reason you're doing this is because that friction piece is already removed. They're ordering monthly, especially if they're ordering over 100 PV most months. Do they know they're already set up to earn commissions? That is their only business cost, is their personal products they're purchasing. So those are the customers to start with first. I highly recommend you text them, email them, call them one-on-one, invite them to this Launch Your Business program. And here's what I suggest you do. Work with them to not only upgrade their account to Wellness Advocate, which is free, but work with them to enroll their first Wellness Advocate, not a customer, a Wellness Advocate, before we start Launch Your Biz, January 10th. So you want to help them upgrade, but also help them enroll a friend or a family member as a Wellness Advocate, because we want to teach them how to structure their business properly through Launch Your Biz. And in order to do that, they need to have their first leg started. So in Canada, we have a 20% off kit sale. So it's a great week. Next week, you guys, before end of month, be focusing on these customers that are already over that 100 PVLRP. Now, here's how you're going to find them. This is what I want you to write down. If you're not familiar with detailed genealogy, I know a lot of you don't use that. It's a report like your graphic tree, but you go into your back office, you go to Wellness Advocate Services, you go to, Wellness Advocate Services, detailed genealogy. That's going to give you a whole bunch of information. What you're looking for is you want to be able to see all of your personally enrolled customers. So I'm not sure what your setting might be at. If you are using this, you might already have created filters that you've saved as your default, but likely it's going to show you your sponsor tree. It's going to show you everyone below you. What you're actually wanting to look at is your enroller tree, all of the customers you've personally enrolled, unless your whole downline doesn't have active enrollers, then you could keep it at sponsor tree. Like maybe if you have 10 people below you on your team, but it was somebody who was enrolling years ago and they're not active anymore, then you could take care of those customers, obviously. So you're gonna open up your downline. You wanna look at enrollment tree, so right, instead of sponsor. And then you can click the headings at the very top of the spreadsheet, if you will, and sort the information. So you want to segment out customer versus distributor. You want to look for those customers who are on LRP and ordering over 50 PV. Once you've found them, those are the ones you want to reach out to and contact to invite to Launch Your Biz. You might even want to throw in a little incentive, because here's the other brilliant thing. If you have customers in your downline who upgrade to Wellness Advocate and enroll their first person within 13 days, you get to restructure them on your team. You might want to move them up to your front line. You might want to move them into a spot of an inactive Wellness Advocate. Did you know you could do that? When they upgrade and enroll somebody, you can move them into spots. So guys, it is time to get your structure right out in front of you and look at your tree and look at where you need key people, where you have gaps to fill. And the first step is look at what you're already working with. Do you have customers who are in legs where the volume could be used better in another spot? That's what this program is going to help with twice a year, is doing this kind of scrubbing of your back office and looking for those key people that you can upgrade, help them enroll their first person, move them where you want them on your team, and then have them join us for Launch Your Biz, and off they go, okay? You're also obviously thinking of current wellness advocates you have that just want to reignite their passion, their interest in this business. Guys, this year, our health and our income, our finances are of utmost importance. More people than ever before are looking at an opportunity like this, and for many of you, it's right there, right in front of you. You have this opportunity to create a different year next year for yourself and your family. doTERRA is the intersection of wellness and freedom. That's what we're teaching tomorrow night in our business opportunity session. We have so many people interested. Guys, we have over 100 people registered to be in this session tomorrow night, and that's without us doing very good marketing, okay? Let's be real. So the thing is, the interest is very high right now. People are very concerned about where this world is going. Many people are not sure if and how they're going to be able to put food on their table in the coming months. This is a very real concern. And you have an opportunity. You can offer people to say, let's do this together. I've got you. We've got you. We've got the products and we've got the plan that can completely change the trajectory for your family. So I want you to really understand how important what we are offering you is, and it's up to you what you want to do with it. But I would also suggest, don't make assumptions about people on your team. If you are in a good position right now and you're not needing to build your income stream, don't be the reason someone else isn't able to. You know what I mean? Think about people outside of your own situation. You may be great, but a lot of people are struggling right now. And you could be that person to another person who says, hey, you might be interested in this. You should check this out. That's who you want to invite to our session tomorrow night. That's who you want to be thinking of for our Launch Your Biz program. Okay, I think that was everything. I don't want to overwhelm you with details. I really wanted to just get this message out today because we have the business opportunity session tomorrow night. Launch Your Biz is coming. We have some very exciting things coming for the health element of what we do in the new year. I'm going to share that information with you in the first week of January because I do not want to overwhelm you with information. But we have a brand new nutritional line launching. It's fantastic. I've been testing it out for the last 2 months. And we have that launching January 7th. And we have a 21-day Healthy Habits Challenge program running February 1st. So while we are working with you to grow your business, your customers are going to be engaged through this program. I highly suggest you order your products when they launch January 7th. For those of you here in our Wellness Leader group, what you'll want to know is doTERRA is doing an overview session January the 5th just for you, so you can understand this challenge, the new products that are launching. You're going to want to be there for that. And again, all of this information I've just shared with you is already posted in our Facebook group. So you don't need to go far looking for the information. I just wanted to pop on here today to help us all focus on what's most important, give you some quick actions to be doing this week, things to be thinking about. Lots of good to come. And I hope you're feeling it. I am so excited. This feels like startup phase again in a business. I've been here several times in my career. I just want you to know how good this is. Oh, I hope you can feel it. And I'll go back and read through your comments, but listen, if you're catching this as a recording, you can post questions here or just go back through our wall and you'll probably find your answer. I've posted quite a few things this past week, which have all the links you're looking for. So, hey, Gwen, nice to have you on live. Deb, great. Yeah, Deb said she's excited to help some people restart. And I like that you mentioned that because like I've said, you have a few different customers to be thinking of in your business. You have those that are already enrolled, you have those that are not yet enrolled, and then you have wellness advocates under you. All three of them take a little bit of a different message or prompting and an invite. Gwen said, so cool. I've been off the grid. I have a lot to catch up on. Yeah, Monday's plan, catch up and join in. Right on. Good. So if you just take some time to go through the folder, look at the spreadsheet, just think about your business and what this could do for you. Again, it's totally up to you. Everything you guys do here in this business is volunteer. There's nobody above you or below you or beside you that's ever going to say, hey, you should really be doing this. It's totally up to you. But that can also be the reason things don't grow sometimes, because there isn't that boss above you saying, hey, you said you were going to do this at this time. Why isn't it done? There's nobody that's ever going to be saying that to you. It's just totally up to you. You choose your adventure here. But what we do want you to know is you're not alone. And we have a strategy for this year that is rock solid, because you can go far on your own, but you will always go farther together. And now you're not having to take on the burden of teaching and doing all of the things. We're just asking for you to give a little to gain a lot. Give a little of your time, partner with us to teach these classes so we can really make this plan work and gain a whole lot through that. Okay? Mwah. Keep well, you guys. hope we'll see some of you tomorrow night. And I'll be on again next week, and I'll share more of the nutritional info and the Healthy Habits Challenge and all that good that's coming.